analytical minds first, shall we say. Hesitant to see the LeBlanc and think victory is on its way. Oh, the reason why this matchup was so LeBlanc favored is that Azir can't really lane at like 30, well, 30 too low, but you know, kind of 45-50% HP. Because once LeBlanc has that Mimic, you know, rotation ultimate back up, that is just straight up lethal, right? And the Azir doesn't really have a meaningful way of stopping that play pattern for a complete, like, miss hit.
An unobstructed -1.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what you hate to see. Well, he's going to try and make up for it by taking some grubs. He gets plus 30 off of that one. Jun will be annoyed at him for taking some of the gold, and he's actually pivoting up toward this top side.
Oh, wow.
Missing uses Air as a taxi. Scout flashes in, and Light has been left to the wolves. He tries to trade back, but he is going to fall. It's a 2 for nothing, and the grubs. Normally, you know, a good chunk of somebody's health that will go down. That said, though, Scout not doing too badly in the poke wars himself, as it's JDG starting up the Dragon, looking to trade this 1-for-1, and Tien on the top side. A good front line in that Poppy. Won't call it an amazing one, but certainly something that can stand in the front. And with the MF as well, not a champion that notoriously does a lot of damage as you move later on into the game. Happy for JDG to try and take this a little bit slower. And with that, Tien is the one that flashes forward. Impale's missing and decides we actually want some action here. Aftershock keeps him alive for a little bit longer, but not long enough. And it's going to be Breathe that picks up the first kill for Waybo.
We're bordering on LCK territory. Xiaohu. Oh my god. All right, well.
Explain, but I'm sure I'm not the only buddy in the audience who needed it. So
no.
I'll hold and we'll take our win where we can get them. As I mean, now looking at how the items are currently being allocated, Scout looks terrifying for one because he's got 2 full items on the Azir 15 minutes in.
JDG have to respond to him. And for the time being, Tien is just going to give him the hover, right? And that ward is going to let Tien know he's there. But unfortunately, the JC has just about enough range to be able to buffer Tien out of his own little bit of CC.
Yeah, that's a very nice interaction for the Jace to have on his side as Xiaohu hops forward. Chain's going to land, and a quick half HP trade gives Xiaohu a little bit of a leg up. But when Scout took the turret, he's just going to go back and recall and has teleport to get back into this fight. With Drake spawning in about 5 seconds time, both team has 1 Drake apiece. Scout goes back, recalls, doesn't actually pick up anything from his items as he moves into the mid lane, and Missing looks for an engage. Doesn't really seem to have found anything too great, as it's actually Light finding the first kill, and Tien just falls on the back half of this. Pays, dashes out of one distortion, gets caught by the other, and Xiaohu takes JDG on a merry dance as Scout flashes forward, throws soldiers into Narnia, and gives his life for the cause. Breathe goes forward and buys the rest of the space, and now Pays has to run for the high hills. Breathe with flash up, ready, goes on top of the JDG AD carry, and he's going to get out to safety for now, but a big win for Waybo in mid lane.
He did a fantastic job of pressuring Pays in that fight too, to really shut his ability down to open up with those 2 items. So all in all, Waybo just do a fantastic job of navigating that exchange.
And it does feel really good. And 2 all around him, and the one time that it does, he's just kind of sat there, last hits, get a couple of kills. But Scout flashed in on him there, and Light had flash ready, and the Horizon focus, and obviously the CC little portion as well is pretty good, as JDG are actually starting up this Atacon without really any response from Waybo so far. They took a bit of a bad recall timer, and JDG have made the most of it.
It's not the first time we've seen that this series. Team makes a bad macro call by the end of it, as just putting the positional advantage gained to immediate use, securing this tier 1 in the mid lane.
So not nothing for Waybo, but definitely feels like they came out on the worst end of that trade.
And I mean, it would be half a joke to say it, but like, you know, can manage side lane waves and scenarios well. The objectives are often just so much more important to handle, as Xiaohu is just going to deal a bunch of damage to Arla.
That was just QR.
Be done before we are.
Yeah, and maybe JDG are looking to make that happen a little bit sooner as the engage comes through from Missing, but once again it's a solar flare onto a Skarner who has still got 4,000 HP to go, but that looks a little more convincing. Xiaohu flashes and dashes into the backline to find nothing. Air has low, won't go down. Missing once again, goes forward and finally falls. The first kill goes to Waybo, but JDG are cleaning up. Breathe the next to fall. Xiaohu's got to distort out to safety. And Light's flash might just be 1 second just too late. And JDG find the fight, find the kills. And now they can turn tail, head toward the Baron.
Yeah, head towards the Baron for sure. Xiaohu chunks out Shun. Is he going to find a bit more than that?
Steadfast presence.
He's got him.
Solo kill him! Who's the assassin here, Jamada? Jun or Xiaohu?
I mean, it's the Poppy with the Sundered Sky, of course. Like, come on now. It's just, it is what it is. Like,
you know, I forgot. 2-item Poppy versus 3-item LeBlanc. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, look, you know how League of Legends game design is.
And hold on a second. Jun's just caught Xiaohu and taken him once again. I mean, about half HP from that LeBlanc is, again, very threatening. Her dashing forward now makes it much more difficult, and you know, if Paige just gets a couple quick autos, maybe that's going to be enough. As Waybo lurking here on this bot side, still attempting to defend this tier 2, but Paige already took the tier 2 in the mid lane. He pivots down to the bot side, and they find that without any real pressure either. And a slam into the wall onto Tien, who does just get melted. The culling to finish off the job, and Arla's auto will finish the deal as Jun also very low. Bullet time, Magnet Storm combo looks good, but Scout eviscerates Light in the backline. And Breathe now is the next target. Xiaohu's dashing away. Breathe is out, and 1 HP left for Xiaohu as they take the bot side and seem to be taking this game by storm.
Yeah, and you can see why Rylai's is such a frustrating item on Azir to deal with. I know there's a lot of discussion amongst not just the Azir players, that was just the Leandries, right? Like flat out. And,
yeah.
The damage is still pretty comparable auto to auto. But if you get 4 more autos in because of the Rylai's, then yeah, it's, you know, it's a bit of a no-brainer. Goodbye for the time being, Xiaohu. But
that was Solar Flare as well.
Yeah, it was Solar Flare, but we won't talk about it. Oh, hello, actually, Shun might be in a bit of trouble. Impale.
Flash from Tien here, gets out of that dangerous position, but it's already 1. That's going to be 2, and despite the bullet time reigning over missing, Pays has dashed in. He's taken down 1, and the rest of the team will follow up to keep him alive. 5-0, JDG take game 3.
Not quite 5-0. Xiaohu squeaked out somehow.
Oh, well, he should have died.
Big surprise. But he should have died, I agree. And even with him being on the map, I don't think he's going to be able to do too much here. Steadfast presence, goodbye.
And it's JDG that bounced back their blue side game right back on top, and with a game number 3 rounded out quite nicely.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.